this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no one.
a second.
Oh, no.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the world. I'm SeptumSin. This is Kotobukijake.
Hey.
And we're here to show you what we got.
Yeah.
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
So, got a lot of stuff today?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, show me that beautiful DVD.
Alright, well, some of it's DVD. I am at an interesting, as I was just telling him before this, we're doing 5 items today, and this literally is the bottom of the barrel for me.
Scrape.
Now, a couple of them are pretty awesome that just arrived like last week, so they're like awesome for the bottom of the barrel, but I'm starting off with 3 that were left over from my library pickups. One of them I genuinely don't know where it came from. But I have 2 fun ones to end with. And then starting next week, I'm probably going to be not doing a lot of pickups so much as this is stuff I'm pretty sure I haven't presented yet, and it's pretty cool stuff, so let's look at it. I'll probably do that for 2 or 3 weeks to try and build some numbers back up, because really, in all honesty, lately, this might be blasphemous for this channel, but I've had other priorities for my money, and I haven't had much money anyway. And then, not to mention, his wife's birthday dinner was very pricey. Good, but very pricey.
Oh, trust me, I've had to sell off stuff just recently because of medical issues. So I can understand.
Now, speaking of medical issues, and this may be one I sell off because, to be perfectly honest, I think I have it. I think I picked it up from the library and said, oh, I need this, and then I've second-guessed that decision ever since, and I've just been too lazy to get into storage and see if it's a duplicate or not.
You need to do like I do and spreadsheet your entire collection.
I'm working on it, but again, other priorities. And it's a huge collection.
Yeah.
But at any rate, whether or not this is a duplicate, it's a fun one to present. And that is Michael Moore's documentary Sicko, where he takes on the healthcare system. Love him or hate him, Michael Moore is an interesting documentarian.
Yeah.
He is definitely a provocateur. He does not, as we discussed recently at the group. What's up?
No, I'm just checking to see the camera light.
As we discussed recently in the group, I think in our Canadian bacon description, I came right out and said this man has the subtlety of a sledgehammer, and it's true. I do think that Sicko is one of his more balanced documentaries. Yeah. I actually was impressed. I thought it was less polemical than most. And it's good. It's disturbing.
Have you seen all of his stuff?
Not all of it. I've seen a lot of it.
One of these days, you need to knock out the last couple, and we should do a ranking of the Michael Moore films that are on physical media.
I have not yet seen Where to Invade Next. I've not seen any of his TV series.
Because I've got all of his I've got all of the stuff that he released on DVD. I know I have Where to Invade Next, and I even have Slacker Uprising. I inherited
I never
that from
saw
my
that
father.
either.
And but I do have the only TV that he does have. Awful Truth.
Right. Now I will say again, whatever you think of the man, he does his target here. I mean, the American healthcare system has been
Yeah,
a
well.
joke for years, and we keep hoping it'll get better. Maybe, maybe.
I think that when you look at his work, that one's not so bad, especially considering some of the follow-ups. Like
Yeah.
Slacker Uprising was boring, and it was portraying a victory that we were going to have a victory in 2000 and what was it 4? Was it when Kerry versus Bush? Was it?
I think that was 04.
He's like, "Yep, we're going to have a victory." Because we're all gonna uprise. Where to Invade Next is all right, and Capitalist Love Story is, God, that's a Capitalism: A Love Story was a.
It's pretty down. It is a polemical one, but I kind of enjoyed it actually.
Yeah, that one's very one-sided.
Yeah.
So with that being said, though, I got something completely different.
Yes.
So this was inherited from my father, which was the 16 movies Clash of the Olympians. It's a Mill Creek set, which means it's kind of shit, which is why I had to check it out to make sure it worked first.
Mm-hmm.
All of them work. It's a bunch of old films, and some of these I really wanted because my father was a huge fan of Steve Reeves, who was this bodybuilder. I believe that's him on the cover there. And he was basically one of the... he was probably the peak of bodybuilding before steroids got involved. So, Arnold, steroids got involved. But this, that's what you can do pretty much at the peak without. So on this, and these are all movies from the 60s. So let's go through it. Alibaba and the Seven Saracens, 64. Of course, white. Of course, these are whitewashed type things, but some of them are foreign films. The Avenger, 1962. The Giant of Marathon, 1959. The Giants of Rome, 1964. And these are all color, by the way. The Giants of Thessaly, 1960. Goliath and the Sons of Babylon, 1963. Hercules and the Captive Woman, on Mystery Science Theater, by the way, 1961, but not on this version.
Oh.
Hercules Against the Moon Men, which I think also was on Mystery Science Theater, which is 1964. Hercules Against the Mongols, 1963. Hercules and the Masked Rider, 1963. Hercules and the Princess of Troy, 1965. Hercules and the Tyrants of Babylon, 1964. Hercules Unchained, 1960, also was on Mystery Science Theater. Herod the Great, 1960. Kindar the Invulnerable, 1964. And Spartacus and the 10 Gladiators, 1964. So some decent ones. You got some good film history here. They're worth one watch. I may watch Hercules Unchained a couple more times. Maybe The Moon Men, because that was entertaining. But, yeah, I mean, it's something more just to have in the collection. It's not worth a lot. It's just kind of a sentimental.
Nice. Now, this one may also lack tremendous value. I really don't know. I haven't seen it yet. And I think I got this from the library, but I honestly don't remember. I have no idea where this came from. It just appeared.
Like
but
thoughts.
what's it?
Like thoughts.
Exactly. And it's on Blu-ray no less. But it's Lego Star Wars: The Padawan Menace. I have no idea if this is any good or not. I love the official Lego movies. They are awesome. But Lego has also got a ton of movies aimed squarely at kids, and this may be one of them. If I'm lucky, it'll have more inclined to the video games, because those are great. So we'll see. We'll see. But meanwhile, it's a good shelf warmer.
Okay, this is one I got on a sale from Rightstuf, but not this sale. It was an older sale. And And this one is a pony can. So
Nice.
pricey.
Nice.
And unfortunately, I think the
Uh-oh.
second season is not available.
I wish it would be. I want it.
And that's Yukiyuna is a Hero, complete edition. I do not have the fancy edition. I think you got the fancy
No,
one.
I have this edition because with the fancy edition, you can actually get the first one. But volumes 2 and 3, forget it.
You have to catch it at the right time, or
Oh.
you gotta have caught it at the right time.
Yeah, I can't find them.
So it's kind of cool. I've still got those ones back there that are the big ones. But still, I kind of like in a way. There's part of me. It's like I'm fine with this. It's compact. It's I've got all 12 episodes there. I don't know much about this. You like it though.
Well, I've never seen it, but it's a very, 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 very highly rated show. I've read a lot about it. I really want to see it.
Maybe Pony Can will release season 2 eventually.
Maybe. Maybe. Someone's got to. Someone has got to, damn
That's
it.
going to be one of my
Yeah.
picture ones.
And that one had a different title, right? What was it called?
I just know what
I
this is.
can't remember anyway. Alright, so my next up, this is the last of my library ones, probably for a long time, because we're still not accepting donations. So, who knows? But it's called Geronimo. It's a Walter Hill film from, I guess early 90s. I'm intrigued by the fact that the music is by Ry Cooder of the Chieftains. That's pretty awesome. But you also got Jason Patric, Robert Duvall, Gene Hackman, Wes Studi, and Matt Damon. That's a pretty fun little cast there. Kevin Teague, who knows who else is in there. It obviously has something to do with Geronimo. I really don't know much about this. It looked like a good get just for if only for the star power or whatever. And again, with Ry Cooder, I should be enjoying the soundtrack, so that's always a plus. So
for kids.
yeah, exactly.
Well, this is another anime.
Oh,
Yeah, my random dice picked some anime this time.
nice.
So we have Tamayura,
Yep.
which
You're supposed to say it just like that.
well, it's spaced out. So so let's see here. This is a Sentai? It looks like Sentai.
No, it's Nozomi.
Nozomi. So I got this probably on a sale. I can't imagine picking this up for full price. So, you get the 12 episodes. You get a bonus episode 5.5 and the OVA. So, as a little girl, Fu Sawatari's father taught her to love photography. They took pictures everywhere they went, but after he passed away, seeing these photographs only served as a reminder of her loss. So, she locked them away to be forgotten. Years later, her brother Ku finds the father's picture album, and then he flips through its pages. The pictures remind Fu of all happy memories of their father that she will carry on forever. Now, as the shy Fu enters her first year of high school, she once again takes up her father's old camera, determined to take wonderful pictures that will bring joy and happiness to others. It looks fun. I mean, looks like a slice of life, really.
Right.
But maybe good. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure I got it cheap because I would not have purchased an unknown quantities. I tend to purchase only if they're on sale.
And Nozomi Rightstuf tends to put the Nozomi stuff on sale semi-regularly.
And you didn't see this one either, right?
I have not. I cannot remember if I own it. I know it was it's on my radar, but I can't remember if I got it or not. One day. So, next up, now we get to the good stuff. I did not get to do much at all with this July's Criterion sale. I started off big with that Wong Kar-wai set.
You got a good one right there.
That was a good one. I have a few issues with the way it's put together, but otherwise it's still a damn cool looking set, and it's got some great stuff in it. But I decided, so I started the sale with that. It opened with a bang. And then at the very, very tail end of the sale, I went out and grabbed just a couple just to finish it off. This one is one that is also from a master Asian filmmaker. One I'm slightly less familiar with overall, but on balance, from what I've seen, probably like just a little more than Wong Kar-wai. And that is Bong Joon-ho, who I already picked up the Criterion edition of his masterpiece, Parasite. But they also announced another film when that one was announced. And that's this one here, Sally Nui Choyok, or Memories of Murder, which, if I'm not much mistaken, it was his second film. He explodes the conventions of the policier with thrillingly subversive, genre-defying results based on the true story of a string of serial killings that rocked a rural community in the 1980s. So basically it's a true crime movie. Though it's sort of like a police procedural sort of backdrop, I suppose. Pretty decent bit of special features there. And I need to see a lot more from this director. So when they announced that they were doing even one more of his films, I was excited.
They might as well get them all.
They need to release Okja, which so far has no physical release whatsoever. And then some of the... I'd like to see a Criterion release of Snowpiercer. I mean, be...
Maybe in the future.
Maybe, but for the meanwhile, again, I have, at this point, an enormous Criterion collection that needs to be watched.
Yeah.
When will I get to watch them?
Getting to watch stuff is
one time.
I am stuck watching this Chris Chan documentary, so
oh boy.
it pulls you in. Well, ever since she got arrested for that stuff. So this next one is going to be a Dollar General pickup. Not Dollar General, sorry, Dollar Tree pickup.
Dollar Tree?
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, okay.
So that is FAQ, or Frequently Asked Questions. I thought it looked kind of cool. And, and it's an SRS. Actually, no. I must have picked this up of SRS then. Not Dollar Tree. Looks like Dollar Tree. Probably cost me about as much as Dollar Tree.
I don't know. Can you find SRS stuff at Dollar Tree?
Possibly. You never know.
You never know. Yeah.
France. A near probable future. The sisterhood of Metacontrol governs Europe. Angeline, an exemplary and irreproachable citizen, has just joined the order, but her relationship with a special man, Noro, will make her question the principles of the doctrine she's followed her entire life. That guy right there with the clown nose, he seems like he's a good leader.
He seems trustworthy. Let's follow him.
So I am curious about it. Looks like it might be fun. I like the cover though. I mean, the cover's kind of cool. So maybe worth checking out. It was worth $1 I paid. I know I paid no more than $1 for this. So might be worth that.
Good times. Alright, so my last one is going to be one that I have been eyeing for some time, but there was a madness to my method. As you know, if you follow this channel, I have made a tradition ever since I've been doing the Criterion sale, which I have been doing faithfully every July and November. I have picked up a Charles Chaplin film as part of my purchases. I think I've run out. I'm pretty sure I have all of them. So, it's time to move to one of his contemporaries. So I have a film here from 2003. This one is 80 years its senior.
Yeah, slightly younger.
But I have moved on from Charles Chaplin to Harold Lloyd and his famous film Safety Last.
A good one.
Yes, I've heard good things. I actually don't think I've seen any of his films.
You got some
Strangely enough.
quality pickups in that bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I know. But like I said, I've been eyeing this one forever. But I decided, I was like, I'll wait till I run out of Chaplin films, and then I'll do Harold Lloyd, and let them build up their stock of Buster Keaton, because so far they've only got a couple.
They only got a couple.
Partly, I guess, because Kino Lorber has so many Buster Keaton
I think I've got like
releases,
the other one that they put out, because there's like two, I think.
They just did The Cameraman,
Yes,
and then
that's
I think is it The Freshman?
I can't remember this.
But anyway, it's a good. Eventually I'll have to just scrap these all together and maybe move on to other silent films. It seems like a good tradition to have, to build up the collection, because we're film geeks. We want to learn about all portions of cinema.
And he's classic.
Yes, and actually, let's see here. Yeah, we've got classic silent film. We've got an Asian thriller, an American historical drama, Legos, and a documentary. That's a pretty interesting assortment there.
And mine is random bullshit.
Well, that's kind of random, but
So
you got one more?
Yeah, my last one is kind of more of a presentation, because it's a Grail item.
Ooh.
So I follow this group called Incognito Cinema Warriors, and they call themselves Robot Co-op now. If you want to follow them, they do Twitch streaming now, but they used to be a Mystery Science Theater dedicated group, and they did some choice work. Now, I followed them for a long time, and I missed out on one of the films. They did a number of episodes. They did two seasons of their show, and I'm missing the first one because they didn't care to have it in print. So, of course, if they don't care to have it in print, it's not going to be in print, and those people who got it weren't giving up their copies. Sort of like how Out and About the movie was. Like, those people who got those copies weren't going to give them up. Matter of fact, I sincerely doubt the people who've gotten their copies of Out and About 1 and 2 are going to ever give them up. They're just too personalized and so few run.
Right.
But then, somebody showed up with one on Facebook and said, oh yeah, there's a secret code that if you send them a donation of this specific amount, it was $12 and something, that they will print you a copy of their very first episode. And so I did, and I got Incognito Cinema Warriors, Bride of the Gorilla.
Nice.
So that's the first episode. It looks better than it does on camera there. So it's really cool to have that. It's the very first episode they tried. They gotten Kickstarter money to do it. And they really, I mean, that's still pretty good quality printing on the disc there. He was like, yeah, we have our kind of shoddy off-center printing for this, but So you get your Robot Co-op stuff that came with it. So, just say that. And they got another one of these Top C's, which you've seen that Top C over there, the laminated one. Same thing. This one has a message on the back. Says, thanks for the bravery it takes to watch our first attempt at all this, Brandon. Say hi to us on the live stream. And I've occasionally done the live streams with Twitch. The only issues I have with that, right now they play video games on Twitch live, and I like they are very good at what they do, but the problem is with Twitch, it's okay, this donation, interruption, this donation, interruption, this donation, interruption. So you've got these sounds constantly playing as they're going, and it's just interruption, interruption. And so it's hard to concentrate on what they're doing. So you got a little message from the creators here, saying, we wanted to take a moment to make use of this space that is often overlooked in the DVD packages to thank you for purchasing the show's first episode, or likewise enjoying it enough to steal a copy from an unsuspecting clod. In which case, shame on you. But we really couldn't be happier you like this show. So this is a pretty cool thing for me. So I said, I'm going to make this a little bit more of a presentation by showing off the other episodes that I have. So, of course, I have this collection of Season 1, which is 102, 103, and 104, which has The Lady Frankenstein, Bloody Pit of Horror, and Werewolf in the Girls' Dormitory, which is pretty awesome. Then you got the Season 2 Collection 1, which has 201, 202, 203, plus some special features, but it has the short film Victory Gardens, Wake Me Up Before You Decompose, and then, of course, the short film Soapy and the Germ Fighter, Where's Your Big Bad Apocalypse Now, and the short film The Great American Chocolate Factory with the Gear is Family. So that's on that one. We have episode 4, which is, it's got some shorts and Fahrenheit Cinesaro. So that's going to be a fun one there. I haven't watched many of these. I watched some of them, and they are really, they're at Mystery Science Theater level, like when Mystery Science Theater was really good. And then the second to last episode, which is episode 5, which has the shorts Safety and Danger and Outdoors and Linda's film on menstruation. So, this is really the last episode. They intended to do another episode, but they never got to it because people they have some dedicated followers. I am amongst them, but not as dedicated as their regular followers, because they have a lot of people who donate lots on their streams. I can't afford to donate lots. But if you like Mystery Science Theater and you like video games and you're okay with watching Twitch streamers with lots of people doing the like donate here, donate that, you should check them out. Check out Robot Co-op on Twitch. They are fun. Cool. All right, well, that's it. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and of course, share. And we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.